Hi, I'm Laura from Artebula, and I'm here with Raheela.
Hey everyone, I'm Raheela James and I'm from Mommy's Business 101.
And we were brought together by the No Formula podcast, which is super fun. I love it when women interact with women and get together and help promote each other's businesses, which is why I really
Yes,
wanted to talk with you today, because I do see a lot of synergies in what we do, but
yes,
a lot of the parents that are interested in what we do would probably love to hear what you do. So I'm just going to go out there and say, hey, can you talk a bit about your business?
perfect. Thank you. So basically, like I said before, my name is Raheela James and I'm from Mommy's Business 101. I am a mom and of four kids. I'm a mom of four kids, teenagers, a 16-year-old, all the way down to 4-year-old. And they're two boys and two girls. And basically, what I do is I work with moms and I empower them and I guide them to help declutter and organize their lives and their households. Basically, what that means is when you think of clutter, people automatically just think of physical clutter. However, clutter can be so much more than just physical clutter. I work with moms with a unique system that I've created where I work on four main pillars of clutter. Basically, it is physical clutter, mental clutter, health clutter, and finance clutter. And each of these different forms of clutter affect each other. They play off of each other. So if you have a lot of mental clutter going on, things that are holding you back, that can manifest in physical clutter. It can also affect your health, and that can in turn affect your finances. And same thing with if you are mostly dealing with physical clutter, it in turn will affect your health and your finances. So one form of clutter may be amplified in your life, but all of those things play into each other to affect how you are um, dealing with clutter in your life, how your household runs, how your children are dealing with it. Because as moms, whatever we feel affects our children because
Totally.
our children absorb our energy. And when they're absorbing our energy, if we are feeling negative or we are feeling positive, that's how they're going to feel. So,
100%. And what's interesting about your four pillars is that it's really a ripple effect.
yes,
It's a balancing act, right? Like none of them are ever, I mean, all of us have our strengths. So
yes,
some of us will be really decluttered in our finances, and some of us will have an impeccable home, but maybe there's other things that are just not lined up. I know personally, when my
yes.
house is in disarray, I am in mental disarray. Like
Oh, yes.
full
Oh,
on,
yes.
like guilty as charged.
Yes, yes. And
And
you're so right because it is a ripple effect and one affects the other. And when the house is in disarray, you will definitely feel it mentally. And if you're mentally feeling cluttered, then it will in turn clutter up your home.
yeah,
It just is a ripple effect.
yeah, and it frees up space, I find. Like as soon as I go into any sort of big cleanse in the house, and I love it when we can have visitors, which we haven't had in like 7 months because of COVID. But
Yes.
that was always my excuse to do the massive cleanse. Or before going on vacation, I would do the massive house cleanse, and then I leave and I feel phenomenal. Or the people get there and I
Yes,
feel phenomenal, and then the whole weekend is amazing because you feel good about your space and you feel good about
absolutely.
everything just goes together. And I know in the past
Absolutely.
when the kids were super young and the house was always a disaster because of a toy overload or there was just too much all the time. And like I feel like there's so many opportunities for us to diminish what we have. Like and there's a big movement right now with that,
Yes.
is there not? Like what is
Yes.
it?
Yes.
There's an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? And it's not declutter, it's a different word. It's about space and Minimalize.
Yes,
Yes.
minimalize. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. And it actually was last week. It was either last week or the week before that. It was National Organization Week. So each day you were supposed to do something different to organize a part of your house, whether it was organizing your closets or organizing your living room, one room, or so it was National Organization Week. And it was funny because I didn't actually know of it, even though I'm into organization. I heard from another mom that it was National Organization Week. And one of the things that they talked about was decluttering or organizing your photographs.
Yeah.
So, and that automatically made me think of you.
Oh yeah. Well, for us, it's organizing our artwork, as you can see behind me on
Yes.
that display wall.
Yes.
These are all Artebula arts and crafts that I've done with the children during COVID, but I've
Yeah.
displayed them here, but they have a shelf life,
Yeah.
and I think like all of our kids with the cycle that comes in, and we encourage it, right? Like you need to
Yeah.
encourage that creativity. So with that cycle, you can dispose of them guilt free because you
Yep.
can keep them digitized in the Artebula app, or you can make a poster like behind here, or you can put them into books that you can put on a shelf.
Lovely.
So it's so much better than just countertops and fridges or walls. Like when you're rotating them out, now they have somewhere to go, and then you can freely put them in the recycle bin. Hold on to your
Yep.
favorites. Hold on to
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
favorites.
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Hold on to your favorites because I have this thing. My thing is that I have a hard time disposing or taking things and putting them away. Any artwork or photographs that my family takes, those are the only things that I display on my walls. This actually was a thing that my son created. He's 16 years old, but he created this when he was maybe in fourth grade, and I put that up on my wall, and that's my thing. And I will only put their stuff up on my walls or photographs, and I will rotate it. Just like you said that everything has a shelf life, I will move things around. I won't throw anything that is I love, I won't throw it away, but I will rotate things just like you said, move things around to keep things decluttered and to just um, keep things fresh, you know, give us a new look at everything.
Traditionally speaking, before you learned of Artebula, what was the system? Because everybody's going to have a different system. Not everybody's going to love digitizing. Like there's the moms who are hooked to their phones who are going to love that. But what was your system pre-learning about digital options to helping parents with organizing their artwork? Did you have something for the
I
children?
actually, I actually did this, encourage parents to let the kids clear it with them.
I love
My,
that.
yes, my big thing is that what happens is that kids, if they are not involved in what you are doing in the household, which is why I empower moms to organize their lives and their households, meaning their children are involved in it. I teach it to the mom, and then the mom involves her children to get organized. And that's our big thing as well. We always involve our kids when we are getting organized. And I always taught parents to involve their kids with the whole process of clearing out the artwork. That way, the kids are choosing what to keep and what not to keep, because the moment you throw it away, they will remember the thing that you threw away, and they will ask you, where is my little elephant that I drew? Do you remember that elephant that I drew? And
Murphy's
it doesn't
Law.
really, yeah, it doesn't really look like an elephant. It looks like
Oh,
some, maybe it looks like a little mouse or something, but it's an elephant, and they will remember that they drew that elephant and you threw it away. So then they will remember and look for that. So I always encourage parents to involve their kids with the whole process, which is kind of what you do as well, correct?
yeah, you nailed it on the head when you said empowering, and that's a big, big, big thing behind what we do is that we're trying to encourage and empower children to take control of their creativity. through A, the stuff that they're choosing to create, and B, by linking technology and art, they're able to bring it all together. And
Yeah.
then C, they get to self-evaluate. So they decide what artwork is actually good enough to make it to the app, to make it to the book, to dispose of. They get to
Yeah.
decide, and that's beautiful. I love that alignment, and I think that's why we connected so well before. It's because I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we're similar. We believe in the same things. This is great. Like,
Yeah.
let's empower them. And because those are life skills. And learning through your parents, right? Learning through their habits.
Yeah.
This is the cycle of life. We learn from our parents, and if you have, you have to make a real big change if you have the wrong influence in your life to change, like, because it's so ingrained. You've been exposed to it for 20 years of your life.
Yeah.
So if we can start from a very young age, teaching these children how to A, be empowered, B, take control of their own clutter,
Yes.
right? Like whether it be bedroom clutter, laundry clutter, because even managing their own finances from a young age, like there are so many things that we can do. They're going to grow up to have those amazing skills. And that's going to
Yes.
transfer over into their education. It's going to transfer into their workforce, everything. It's
Yes,
brilliant. It's
exactly.
brilliant.
Exactly. And that's what I focus on. You know, you just mentioned your influence, you're influencing. And as a mom, we influence our children. As moms, we influence our children. And when I am working with a mom, I'm influencing her. And when she is influenced, she is in turn influencing her children to be able to declutter, to be able to pick up after themselves and be able to just make those choices and be careful of the choices that they make as well, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's really brilliant. Good stuff. I love it. Um, I don't know. I mean, I love everything that you do. Why don't you tell everybody here how they can get in touch with you and what that looks like? And then I'll do the same.
Okay. So I am on Facebook, and I am also on Instagram and LinkedIn and on Twitter. My Twitter and Instagram handles are at BizMom101, BIZMOM 101. And on Facebook, I have a business page, Mommy's Business 101. My business name is Mommy's Business 101. So it's MOMMY apostrophe S and business BUSINESS 101. And I have my website as well that you can get in touch with me through there as well. My website is www.bizmom101.com. So it's BIZMOM101.com. And you can connect with me on LinkedIn as well. And on Facebook, I'm under Raheela James, MPT MBA. So that's because I have both my business and my physical therapy degree on there. So that's something that you can some ways that you can connect with me.
Awesome. A lot of ways that you can be connected with. That's amazing.
Yes, yes.
And for us, we're Artebula. You can find our app on the App Store and on the Google Play Store. And we have a breadth of resources in the STEAM education space on our website at artebula.com. Think of art plus nebula, Artebula.
I like that. I like that.
Where stars are born, it's just like,
Yes.
this is it. And we encourage children to learn through play and through the STEAM education model, which we love and support, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And then, of course, they can keep all of their masterpieces in the Artebula app in their own digital portfolios. And you can have one for each of your children in the app. And then they can make these beautiful books, and you can send them off as presents, or these mosaic posters. They're amazing Christmas presents for grandparents, aunts, uncles, or just for the kids, surprise them for birthdays, Christmas, whatever. But all of our social media is on our website, and I invite you to check it out. It's a free app to download. And Raheela, I'm so happy that we had this chat, and I look forward to further conversations with you.
Thank you
And
so much for having me. I appreciate that.
oh, I'm glad that we did this. It's been long overdue.
Yes.
All right, well, let's connect again soon.
All righty.
Okay, bye
Bye-bye.
for now.